My name is Jessica, and this is my journey to discovering who I am in Jesus Christ. Since I was a young kid, I always struggled with never feeling good enough. I seeked my approval through other people, and somehow I always managed to fall short. The words "you don't measure up" constantly followed me no matter where I was going. I was always left with defeat and disappointment in myself. In high school, I started suffering with anxiety and depression. I began stuffing these feelings, hoping maybe just one day that they would go away. To mask the hurt I felt, I turned to marijuana. What started off so innocent and simple led me to a life of complete destruction. It wasn't long until something else made its way into the party scene, and that was ecstasy. Not only did this drug make me feel happy all the time, but it allowed me to feel loved and accepted by all the people around me. At the age of 19, I became pregnant with my daughter. The relationship that I was in consisted of physical and mental abuse. This sent me deeper into depression. After having my daughter, I stayed sober for a while, but I did turn back to what I knew helped my hurt. This is when I began using cocaine and fentanyl. My life went completely downhill. I began avoiding my role as a mother and completely ignoring any responsibility that I had. I was so self-centered, everything was about me. It didn't matter if I had just met you for a family. I was going to do whatever it took to get what I wanted. I allowed myself to believe that my inward happiness depended on all the things around me. And with that, I didn't expect any future. In fact, I really didn't care if I had one. After my third overdose, I realized I could continue to feel sorry for myself, or I could actually do something about it. As I walked through the doors of the Adult and Teen Challenge of the Upper Cumberland, I finally felt like I had belonged somewhere. The world will tell you a lot about how you do not measure up and how bad things are, but the Word will tell you how good God is and who you really are. Though the wounds of my past run deep, they do heal, and they leave behind scars. These scars are my testimony of God's ability to heal, and they are a reminder of how bad it may have been at one time, but through Jesus Christ, I'm an overcomer. I no longer identify myself with my failures. I identify myself as being chosen. He is the God of all hope. I went from being desperate for drugs to being desperate to learning the true depths of God's love. Despite good people with good intentions, they will fail you. But our God, He is reliable. He doesn't promise us that bad things won't come our way, but He does promise us that when these times come, that He will be with us every single step of the way.